Bioluminescence is a unique adaptation that allows plants and animals to produce natural light. From deep-sea creatures looking to lure in their prey to fantastic fungi to keep the prey away, join me, I'm counting down 15 incredible species that light up the world with their Number 15, the black dragonfish. So with a name like the black dragonfish, it is one of the most remarkable creatures lurking in the deep sea. Living in the pitch-black waters of the southern subtropical and temperate oceans, this species can be found at depths of up to 6,600 feet, far beyond the reach of sunlight. And despite its small size, with females reaching up to 16 inches and males a mere 2 inches, the black dragonfish has earned a reputation as a ferocious predator. Now, the name black dragonfish reflects that fierce and almost mythical presence it has. Females cloaked in black with 6 distinct stripes stand in stark contrast to their much smaller brown male counterpart, an edge in the darkness. In the total blackness of the ocean's depths, this is a critical advantage, making the black dragonfish an efficient and stealthy predator. Number 14, Lucy hermetica lucke. So, with a name like that, cockroaches are often considered some of the most disgusting insects. Their skittering movements and dark, cramped habitats strike fear in homeowners around the world. While the common cockroach is typically associated with filth and pest control, there is one that just might give pause to even the most bug spray ready among us because it glows in the dark. Introducing Lucy hermetica lucke, a bioluminescent cockroach discovered in the rainforests of Ecuador near an active volcano. For anyone who thought cockroaches couldn't get any weirder, well, think again. This one lights up. It isn't your typical cockroach, though, the kind that haunts apartments and alleyways. This species lives in a remote volcanic habitat far from human structures. Now, what sets it apart is the ability to trickery. Predators that would normally devour a cockroach hesitate, mistaking the roach for the poisonous beetle. This light is so convincing that even under analysis, the glow of the cockroach is nearly identical to that of the click beetle. And while bioluminescence is often associated with creatures of the deep sea, this glow of the cockroach is a rare example of light-based defense on land. Due to its specific habitat, though, it is a species that remains elusive, and concerns about its conservation have grown. The volcanic region it calls home may be inhospitable to humans, but it's crucial for creatures like this one. Number 13, the deep-sea anglerfish. The deep-sea anglerfish is one of the ocean's most iconic creatures, known for its terrifying maw and the glowing lure that dangles in front of its head. With her grotesque, gaping mouth full of sharp, inward-pointing teeth, this fish is built to devour whatever comes near. Its jaw and stomach are flexible enough to swallow prey twice its size, and that's a crucial adaptation for survival down there where food sometimes as deep as 3,000 feet or more. Now, at those depths, sunlight is virtually non-existent and visibility is near zero. It is a harsh world with little food, and the anglerfish's survival depends on its ability to attract prey. This glowing trickery works exceptionally well in the deep ocean, where light is rare, and the few animals that live there are naturally drawn to any glimmer of illumination. The anglerfish can manipulate that lure, hiding it and revealing it, or pulsing the light to attract attention, and once creatures come close enough, the anglerfish snaps down its powerful jaws, consuming its prey in one swift motion. Number 12, firefly. Fireflies, or lightning bugs, depending on where you're from, are beloved for their mesmerizing green glow. That's a trait they share across more than 2,000 species. Unlike many creatures that use their light to lure in prey, fireflies have a different purpose for their glow. Their bioluminescence serves as a method of communication, primarily for mating. These soft bodies fills the air with points of glowing light to signify summer's arrival. The light produced by fireflies is due to a chemical reaction inside their bodies, a process called bioluminescence. It happens in specialized light-emitting organs located in the lower abdomen of the firefly. Now, the key players in this process are the enzyme luciferase and a chemical called luciferin. When these two compounds come together in the presence of oxygen, magnesium ions, and molecules that provide energy to cells, they produce light. Now, what's pretty cool about this light is that it's a cold light, meaning it doesn't generate any heat. The light may range from yellow to green to pale red, depending on the species, and can be seen flickering in the twilight or deep into the night. One fascinating use of this bioluminescence in fireflies goes a bit beyond mating. In some species, like the photurus fireflies, females engage in a form of deception. These femme fatale fireflies mimic the light signals of other species like the smaller photinus fireflies. when the male Photinus firefly approaches, or even iridescent blue. However, what truly sets it apart is its photophores, organs that allow it to produce light just like a lantern. These photophores are scattered across the body, concentrated mainly on the underside of its head, body, and tail. The fish can adjust the brightness of these organs to blend in with the light filtering down from the surface, and that's a survival mechanism called counterillumination. This allows the lanternfish to camouflage itself from predators lurking below, who might otherwise spot its silhouette against the faint light from above. Now, one of the most fascinating facts about lanternfish is that each species has its own unique pattern of photophores, and this even extends into gender differences. For example, some species like Diaphis have headlights near their eyes, and others feature photophores around their fins. In many species, though, the males have luminous patches above their tails, while the females glow beneath. This species-specific light arrangement highlights how bioluminescence plays a crucial role, not only in survival, but also in reproduction. The bioluminescent species. These beetles not only live up to that fiery name through their glowing bodies, but also use their light in ways that give them an edge to survive. They possess two luminescent spots located on the posterior corners of their prototum, a shield-like structure behind their head, as well as an even brighter light organ on the ventral side of their abdomen. Now, this abdominal light organ not only becomes visible when they're in flight, creating an awesome glow in the air. Interestingly, they can control the intensity of that light, brightening when threatened by predators, which serves as a defense mechanism. The enzyme reaction produces light without generating any heat, which is a characteristic of all bioluminescent organisms. This continuous glow of these fire beetles is a primary defense mechanism. Unlike fireflies, which use the flashing to attract mates, these fire beetles rely on their glow to startle or ward off predators. They glow within tunnels in termite mounds, particularly at night, to attract prey like insects, which mistake the glow for a safe light source. Worms surprise scientists not only with the unique appearance, but also its extraordinary survival strategy. Now, this worm inhabits the midnight zone, an area at least 8,900 feet below the surface where sunlight doesn't penetrate. This region is pitch black and teeming with predators that lurk in the shadows. It's been recorded off the coast of Monterey Bay, California, living at depths of up to 11,800 feet, making its home in this harsh, inhospitable environment. The worm's light show is a defense mechanism. Now, in the complete darkness of this midnight zone, bioluminescence can be a powerful tool to survive. Their bioluminescence likely functions as a form of counterillumination to mask the worm's silhouette or distract predators that rely on vision to detect their prey. The name Swimma bomvidiridis is derived from Latin, with the swimma referring to the worm's ability to swim, and bomvidiridis translating to mean green bomber. Now, the name is a direct nod to the worm's spectacular behavior. When threatened by predators, it releases glowing green centuries. Though primarily marine, they're also found in freshwater habitats where their populations fluctuate with factors like temperature and salinity. The bioluminescence of these dinoflagellates is their most striking feature. Many dinoflagellates can emit blue-green light, which is primarily visible during mechanical disturbances, such as when waves crash down or when a swimmer moves through the water. The reaction itself produces a brief flash of light, typically lasting around 0.1 seconds, with a maximum wavelength of about 476 nanometers. These are teeny tiny and lightning fast, but when they gather in the millions, that's when the show really starts. They can gather in astonishing numbers, often reaching concentrations of over 1 million cells per milliliter during algal blooms. When these blooms happen, they can lead to visible changes in water coloration, such as red tides, which are caused by rapid accumulation of specific dinoflagellate species. The light produced by them typically exhibit a blue-green hue, and when conditions are right, the organisms can illuminate large areas of water. Creating is a remarkable insect, specifically at the larval stage of this species. This creature stands out amongst its bioluminescent relatives due to its unique light-emitting capability. They derive their name from the distinctive pattern of luminescent dots along their body that resemble the lights of a train. The name railroad worm reflects that resemblance. While many organisms emit blue or green light, the railroad worm produces a striking red glow from its head, in addition to several yellow-green spots along the body. The distinct colors of light produced by this worm arise from the specific structural characteristics of its luciferases. The active site of the enzyme in railroad worms is larger and less rigid than that of yellow-green emitting species. The science behind the different colors of this organism is rooted in the energy emitted by light photons. Red photons have a lower energy, about 1.8 electron volts, compared to green photons, which carry approximately 2.4 electron volts. This difference in energy levels influences how various organisms perceive and utilize light in their environments. Approximately 50% of these known species exhibit bioluminescence, illuminating the mysteries of their biology and ecology. Now, the bioluminescence varies among species, producing different colors and intensities of lights, and while many of the organisms emit blue or green light, these jellyfish can produce a range of colors, including red, orange, and even yellow. For example, deep-sea jellyfish often emit red light, which is less visible to many predators and serves as camouflage. But one of the primary uses of the light is for self-defense. When threatened by predators, many jellyfish emit bright flashes of light to startle and confuse their attackers, allowing them to escape. Some jellyfish utilize their glowing abilities to mimic the appearance of other prey, such as zooplankton, luring unsuspecting organisms closer for easy capture. This strategy is effective in the deep sea, where the glow can serve as a beacon in the darkness. By matching light emitted to their surroundings, these jellyfish can blend in with their environment. The light production here is considered cold light like many others, meaning it generates minimal heat. Vampire squid. It's a cephalopod inhabiting the extreme depths of the temperate and tropical oceans on the planet. These mysterious creatures thrive in environments characterized by low oxygen concentrations where most marine life can't survive. The vampire squid's adaptations to such extreme conditions are pretty fascinating, particularly the bioluminescent features. The squid earns its nickname from the dark coloration, resembling that of a traditional vampire, combined with its unique physical characteristics. It possesses large, bulging eyes and a cape-like webbing that connects its arms, giving it a somewhat eerie appearance. Unlike other squids and octopuses, the vampire squid lacks ink sacs, which are typical defense mechanisms in cephalopods. Instead, when threatened, it curls its arms outward and wraps them around its body, creating a protective barrier. If further agitated, it can eject a sticky cloud of bioluminescent mucus from its arm tips, producing a dazzling display of blue light that can last up to 10 minutes. Their bioluminescence is not merely a defense mechanism, it is also crucial to locate potential mates. The evolutionary advantages provided by this capability underscore the significance of light in the dark abyss of the ocean. Unlike many of its relatives that occupy more hospitable waters, the vampire squid has developed innovative predator avoidance strategies to conserve energy. Its bioluminescent fireworks, combined with erratic movements and the ability to appear as multiple targets, make it challenging for predators to pinpoint the squid. And furthermore, its filaments serve a dual purpose, enhancing the ability to detect potential threats and also providing means for escape when necessary. Number 4. Fungi. Fungi are among the most enchanting and mysterious organisms in the world. They're neither animals nor plants, and they possess unique communication methods that remain poorly understood. More than 70 species of fungi are known to emit light, transforming what might seem like a plain and drab organism into mesmerizing displays of bioluminescence. This phenomenon is often referred to as foxfire. Light emitted by these organisms attracts insects, which may further assist in spore dispersal. The light emitted by these fungi are primarily due to a chemical reaction involving a compound called oxyluciferin, luciferase enzymes, and oxygen, similar to the mechanisms employed by fireflies. The bitter oyster, one of the brightest bioluminescent mushrooms, appears in a dull shade of yellow-beige during the day, but transforms into a dazzling display after dark. This striking contrast makes it one of the most notable examples of fungal bioluminescence. Another well-known species is the jack-o'-lantern mushroom, glows from both its mycelia and its gills under the cap. However, while the jack-o'-lantern emits a soft luminescence, it is essential to exercise caution as it resembles the edible chanterelle, but it is toxic. And interestingly, fungi exhibit a rhythmic pattern to their glowing, akin to circadian rhythms found in other life forms. They generally maintain a 22-hour cycle that adjusts to 24 hours based on environmental temperatures. Now, this is at Tehachapi and Santa Monica mountain ranges in California. This rare genus is composed of about 11 species, each exhibiting bioluminescence, a phenomenon that's uncommon among millipedes, of which there are about 12,000 known species. Motixia stands out for not only the ability to glow in the dark, but also for the unique method of bioluminescence involving the production of cyanide. Unlike many organisms we've seen today that use luciferin and luciferase in their bioluminescent processes, Motixia's luminescence arises from a biochemical reaction facilitated by a photoprotein containing porphyrin. This photoprotein is responsible for the glowing effect observed across the millipede's exoskeleton, emitting a light uniformly from all appendages, including its leg, antennae, and body rings. The glow that they produce will intensify when the millipede is handled, making it an even more captivating sight. The evolutionary purpose of bioluminescence in Motixia has been a topic of considerable debate among scientists. A study observed that Motixia specimens exhibited brighter luminance, also possessing larger adaptations that organisms have evolved to survive and thrive in. As researchers delve deeper into the world of Motixia, they shed light on the complexities of bioluminescence and the ecological roles of those millipedes. Number 2. Black belly lantern shark. The black-belly lantern shark, also known as the Lucifer shark, is a captivating creature that adds an intriguing dimension to the ocean. Commonly referred to as the Lucifer shark, the family of this species contains some of the only bioluminescent sharks known to exist. They're found in tropical and temperate seas worldwide, and the black-belly lantern shark inhabits the mesopelagic zone, dwelling at depths ranging from about 490 feet to 4,100 feet. Now, thankfully, the lantern shark reaches a maximum length of just about 18.5 inches, and this is what makes the species particularly fascinating, is its ability to produce bioluminescence through specialized organs. These photogenic organs are located mainly on the ventral side of the shark, allowing it to emit light in a downward direction.